25 cents a minute. Powered by America's leading fiber optic network for TV, internet, and phone. Save with the new Comcast Digital Voice Local with More plan. $24.95 a month. Call 1-800-COMCAST.
Good morning. As the alarm clock goes off, but then you remember it's Friday. I hope that's a spoonful of sugar that makes the medicine go down. Hi, I'm Robin Meade. In the news today, the VP candidates go at it. Hear what people are saying about Biden and Palin's performance. The House gets back to work on a bailout plan again, why it may have a chance to pass it this time. And then one man gets out of his truck only to have the propane tank explode in his face, but that was just the beginning of his nightmare. All right, well, things got a little heated between Senator Joe Biden and Governor Palin during last night's debate, especially when the vice presidential candidates were debating foreign policy. Senator Biden tried to link Senator John McCain to an unpopular Bush administration, while Governor Palin accused the Democrats of always pointing fingers and playing the blame game.
Look, all you got to do is go down Union Street with me in Wilmington and go to Katie's restaurant or walk into Home Depot with me where I spend a lot of time, and you ask anybody in there whether or not the economic and foreign policy of this administration has made them better off in the last 8 years. And then ask them whether there's a single major initiative that John McCain differs with the president on.
Say it ain't so, Joe. There you go again, pointing backwards again, though. You prefaced your whole comment with the Bush administration. Now, doggone it, let's look ahead and tell Americans what we have to plan to do for them in the future.
You know, there is a lot of buzz this morning about the debate. You're going to hear how the candidates scored on a report card, plus your chance to sound off. We might even show your opinion on TV. Details are just minutes away. Well, heck, we can just tell you now. You can go to CNN.com/Robin to blog your opinions. The House holds a second vote on the bailout today. It'll be a make-or-break vote for the bill. Now, lawmakers expect to debate for at least 90 minutes when they meet in an hour. Republicans and Democrats have been working to get lawmakers who voted no on the plan on Monday to vote yes today. Some, though, are not budging.
I'll still be a no on the bill because it's just wrong to our principles of American democracy to give one person this kind of power.
As President of the United States, he said, Jesse, I'm going to make sure that there are no more foreclosures. I'm going to do everything I can to stop predatory lending. Well, that's not in the bill, but as president, I trust Barack Obama, and because he is concerned about a deep recession that the non-passage of this bill could force our nation into, I'm inclined and likely to support it today.
Well, the bailout bill also provides $8 billion in tax relief for natural disaster victims in the Midwest, Texas, and Louisiana. There are also $110 billion in tax breaks and other provisions. Two big banks are on the verge of becoming one. Jennifer Westoven just looking at the computer, making sure we have all the latest stuff. It keeps coming in. The latest now on Wachovia and Wells Fargo, please.
Hi, thank you, Robin. Yeah, Wells Fargo is buying Wachovia for $15 billion in stock. It's helping the markets out in the early going. We'll talk a little bit more about that going on because there's no government money involved in this at all. No government aid, no taxpayer money. This is just a deal that's happening. Now, if you bank with Wachovia, your money is safe, especially if you've got it in FDIC insured accounts. And that's something that, you know, you would do well to call up your bank and just check on that one, right, if you're not sure. Now, if you do bank with Wachovia and you're thinking, wait a minute, isn't Citibank my new bank? Yeah, recently Citibank had bought part of Wachovia, but it looks like the Wachovia board is saying, forget that deal. We want to go with Wells Fargo instead. They're getting a better price from Wells Fargo, and Wells Fargo is willing to buy all of Wachovia. Citigroup only wanted a small part of it, so there is something about the future. We're kind of going to have to see what Citigroup says about this. But what if you bank with one and you have a loan with the other bank? This should make your life actually a little bit easier because it means you can pay some of your bills online. Usually, it's you who moves your money. The bank wouldn't do that for you. And for Wells Fargo, it means that that bank is heading back east. It is mostly a Western bank. Now, as I mentioned, the future's getting a little bit of a lift out of this news. Glad to see this merger here. But coming up in 24 minutes, the big monthly jobs report. That is going to make a big difference, as well as, of course, what the House does today. So we shall see how Wall Street does after last night's big drop. Robin.
Thank you. Police say that a spark from static electricity caused a huge truck explosion in London, Kentucky. Look at this incredible video, I should say. A propane tank in the pickup explodes, and the driver, that's what you're seeing there, being knocked like 10 feet away. Minutes later, the entire truck erupted into a massive fireball.
I had a half a second of hell. Hell is forever. So maybe that's what I'm supposed to tell everybody. Had God not been with me, yes, it would have been over.
3 people were hurt, including the driver. He was treated for burns to his arms, hand, and face. California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger is asking Washington for a $7 billion loan. His state cannot get credit because of the national financial crisis that we're all in. Now, he says that the money is needed to pay for things like teachers, nursing homes. The state treasurer warns that California will run out of cash by the end of the month. All right, Friday morning for you, and we're going to start off cooler in a lot of places. So, just think of that when you're getting ready for your football games tonight, right, Bonnie?
Absolutely, Robin. It's the first frost of the season for many places across the eastern half of the country. This morning, it's not only cool, but it's also raining in Syracuse, New York. You can see the rain sliding across that city, heading into areas like Burlington, Brattleboro, Vermont, where we do have frost advisories that are about to expire in this region. So we'll
A single major.
And you're thinking, wait a minute.
I believe in the future.